Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 5th of July. I'm Jeremy Rosens.
And I'm Leo Samuel.
Now viewers, don't adjust your sets. You're not gone back in time. It's not 20 years previous. We are not Gary and Philip 20 years ago. I am actually Jeremy. This is actually Leo. We are the new breed of agents now. We're taking over GPTV. We're getting rid of the stuffy old way that things were being done. We're bringing in new suits, new hairstyles, and this is how we're going to do it from now on. Although, Leo, we are going to tune in to Gary a little bit later on in the show, live via satellite. I'm not sure how good our satellite is this week, but we'll give it a shot. How was your weekend, Leo?
It was great. Quiet weekend with the election on, and but yeah, busy out with the open for inspections, but yeah, not many auctions on due to the weekend.
Well, there was one auction. There was just the solo auction on Sunday. Obviously,
Standout
Saturday
auction.
with the election, no auctions taking place. But on Sunday, I was lucky enough to do an auction for Adam Josky down at 37 Russell Street in Caulfield South, which is just a couple of stones throws, a couple of streets away from where my house is.
Your stomping ground.
It is. So I hopped in the car, went down there at 10:30 on Sunday, and a competitive auction with three
Did you have
bidders.
a bit of a sleep in? Did you have a sleep in? Did you roll into the 10:30 auction?
I didn't have a sleep in.
No
I
footy,
do have
no
two
footy.
young children, so
Yeah.
I was up at the crack of dawn, but made it there by 10:30. Three bidders, competitively sought after, but passed it in at $970 and ended up selling it not too long after that for $990,000, which is probably about the right price for a good one of a pair there in Caulfield South on a good sized block.
Yeah, good sized block, and all those semi-detached homes, very popular indeed. So, yeah, the one auction for our agency, Gary Pyne Associates, very quiet, but in saying that, the election still.
Well, there was an election. You wouldn't know it though, because we're sitting here on Tuesday, and
What will be?
do we have a Prime Minister yet? I mean,
Yeah.
I know we have a Prime Minister, but do we have a new Prime Minister? Is it Liberal? Is it Labor? Nobody really knows.
I know, and look, with a few days, and now these postal votes, you've got to count this. And how funny is that? You know, Sunday we didn't have an election outcome, and now what? They have the day off, and they still have to process the votes, and they've got to count it.
Well, they didn't count them on Monday. I don't know what's with that. It's so government regulated that it's so bureaucratic that they don't even work on Mondays. I think that's awesome.
I was saying to my brother, like, we're still doing that old manual post system. I mean, manual marking. Why wouldn't you just do it on a computer system and teach people how to punch in a computer system?
It's a little bit too new age, Leo, a little bit too new age. But we, as mentioned earlier, viewers, we do have a special guest coming to us live via satellite. Now, we do have to just make sure that the satellite dish is working, because I'm not sure where we got this satellite dish. I'm not sure whether Philip found it in the trading post, whether Gary hopped on eBay and bought this dish. I don't know if it's going to work. We tried it last week with Gary.
It wasn't one of those ones, you know, it's now and then we clean up a property for sale, and the odd occasion you find this old satellite that sits in the backyard that's rotten. They just don't take it away. It's usually just sitting in that garage, that big one.
Well, hopefully it works, because we're going to try now to just tap into Gary, who is now with us live via satellite in London post the Brexit vote. How are you, Gary? Everything all right over there?
Yasu, Filippo, Tikanes, Kala, Kalimere. Well, it's good to speak to you. How's it all going back there in Melbourne, Philip?
Not sure, whether you can hear us, Gary, because you keep saying Philip, but it doesn't look like you're in London there, Gary, on your fact-finding mission, as per the tax department form that you filled out. Where actually are you?
So, Phil, I'm no longer in the UK. I thought when they said exit, they were talking to me. So I jumped on a plane and hopped over here. A little bit of a stint over here in the Greek islands, of course, real estate related.
Okay, so Gary, it looks like you're not in London. It looks like you're in Greece. Well, it sounds like, based on what you said, you're in Greece, and I'm not sure why he's speaking Greek to us. But anyway, what possibly would you be doing in Greece, Gary?
I'll tell you what, I know why he's at Greece, because he's in Greece because outside of Athens, Jeremy, I heard that in Melbourne, it's the second biggest population of Greeks. So hence probably, that's why he's there.
Fact-finding still, obviously.
Yes, Philip, I am here to pay homage to all of our wonderful Greeks, our Australian Greeks, of course. We've got Koutafidis, we've got Elsternwick, we've got Andrew Demetriou, plenty of them, Philip, and of course the most famous Greek rule, Spiros Ariel, the wrestler, the golden Greek.
Gary, I'm going to say this now for... I'm repeating myself, I know, but it's actually Jeremy and Leo, not Philip. I'm not sure whether your cross is a little bit disturbed. It must be the one that you bought from eBay now.
Tell me, Gary, how's the food in Greece?
It looks like it's been pretty good to you, Gary. Put on a few by the look of things.
Yes, Philip, the food in Mykonos is unbelievable. I came here feeling very nice and thin like Nana Muscuri. but I think I'm going to go home a little bit more like Demis Roussos, if you know what I mean, Phil. Fantastic food. Can recommend Mykonos to all of the viewers of GPTV.
No, it's Lior and Jeremy again. It's not Philip.
And this is why we need to change the two people on the show, because I think he's hard of hearing. I don't actually think it's got anything to do with the satellite. But anyway, Gary, I do want to just comment on one thing. It's great to see that crappy burnt orange t-shirt, hopefully in the bin. Hopefully your wife saw the last GPTV episode
Looked like
and
a
made
Jaffa.
you throw it away. You look like a bad Jaffa. Now you look resplendent in your beautiful white shirt.
So this time, Phil, after I got so much heaped on me by you and Jeremy Roses with the outfit, I've become very respectful. I've worn a shirt for this week's GPTV in the true tradition of being a professional. So I look forward. I'll be there with you next week, Phil, and well done on 100% week before last. Big weekend of auctions. Anyway, as we say here, Eftaristo, thank you and goodbye. We'll see you next time, Phil. No more orange. Hey, cameraman, no more orange. We're very respectful now, of course, in the Greek islands. Cheers and see you next week.
Gary, great to talk to you over there in Greece. I'm hoping that wasn't a short and t-shirt matching pair, which you've now lost the t-shirt of, but good to see that you're well on your fact-finding mission. Hopefully there's only a few more countries before you actually do get home, because we do have a busy weekend coming. Let's just say goodbye to Gary now, because we've got to resume the normal procedures that are happening on GPTV. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks,
we'll see
Gary.
you soon.
Safe travels.
Lior, big auction weekend coming up. It was a quiet weekend just past because of the election. We're deep now into winter. What's happening this weekend? You've got a number of auctions of which we can talk about.
Definitely, Jeremy. Things heating up this weekend for Gary Peer and Associates. So the first auction we have on Saturday is 1509 at 612 Lonsdale Street, Melbourne. A lovely one-bedroom apartment in a brand new block known as the Melbourne One Development in Lonsdale Street. Graham Callan and Daniel Buston from the office have the privilege of selling this apartment. Should go well. Great opportunity for the buyer to buy a brand new one-bedroom apartment right in the heart of the CBD.
Some of those CBD apartments, Lior, they're going really well. And having just come back, both you and I, from London and Singapore, the trend in these really kind of inner city hubs that, you know, those big Southeast Asian countries and London, of course, is that everyone does gravitate toward the city.
That's right.
This is where Melbourne is heading. So the city is becoming a place where people want to live. Buy this one bedroom and you too can enjoy all that Melbourne has to offer.
Back in Carnegie we are, and the next auction we'll cover off on is 4 at 96 Mimosa Road in Carnegie. I'm auctioning this one on behalf of the vendor, and Daniel Rees and Dimitri Kellen have been very busy with the handling of this sale. A popular two-bedroom villa unit with a fabulous courtyard in a subdivision of 4, close to all the Kunang Road shops, and a fabulous part of Carnegie to be in Mimosa Road, very well known. Should go well this Saturday at 10:30 a.m.
Got some real big runs on the board in Carnegie, Lior. So kudos to you and your team down there in Carnegie, who are getting some really good listings out there in Carnegie.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Man, good for you.
So the next one we'll cover off is 3 at 24 Worrell Street, Carnegie, about 50 metres away from our newly refurbed Carnegie office, which we should actually show some footage of our new Carnegie office fit out, which we've done and we've spent a fortune on. And you sellers out there and buyers, you want to check out a new office and meet and greet our consultants out of the office, feel free to come by and we'll pan through a few of.
Sure, you'd be happy to make
now,
a coffee for those that turn up.
By all means.
Between 10 and 10:15 on Tuesdays.
So 3 at 24 Worrell Street, next to our office, a lovely one-bedroom apartment. We've managed it for a few years. Great opportunity for a first home buyer or investor. Popular one-bedroom apartment and bigger than the standard one-bedroom, I must say. Should go well this Saturday as well.
Now, viewers, you might remember last GPTV episode, we filmed it live from 2 at 26 rather, Ross Street in Elsternwick. Well, that does go to auction this weekend. Fabulous tri-level town residence with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and 2 car spaces. Great location there just behind the Elsternwick Glen Huntly Road, the hub there, the railway line, the cafe culture that Elsternwick is famous for. That should go really well. So that's an exciting one. Going to auction at 1:30 on Saturday the 9th. This Saturday, be there and bring your checkbook. That's a good home, that one.
Graham Callan is back in Burwood at 2B Carmody Street in Burwood. A few months ago, we sold the front residence in this 2-lot subdivision here. Graham Callan's got the auction honours to bring this one back to the market, or the new one.
Burwood. Isn't that amazing?
There where you went to school, Jeremy, back in the day, many moons ago. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 car accommodation. Fabulous offering here.
But we've actually got, of all of our auctions, Leo, this weekend, we are across 6 suburbs, which
Yeah,
is interesting,
and that's one
with
thing.
Burwood being one of them.
And that's one thing, like we talk about the listings we've got, we're selling the Melbourne CBD, we've got Burwood, we covered Carnegie, Elsternwick.
St Kilda East,
We love
CAULFIELD.
selling all around Melbourne.
We've got a fabulous unit coming up, and I shouldn't really call it a unit because really it is a single level home. At Unit 2 or Townhouse or Home Number 2 at 245 Alma Road in St Kilda East. I can talk at great length about this, Leo, because I lived a little over maybe 5 or maybe 10 doors up the road here.
Prices
was
have
my
gone
first
up,
home.
so much since you've moved out
Ever
of
since
Alma
I
Road.
left, the values have skyrocketed, but this home is superb with a fabulous floor plan, very flexible, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, off-street garage and great outdoor entertaining deck, and big on space and low on maintenance there. And Glenn Bricker taking that to auction this Sunday at 11:30 a.m.
And single level offerings, I reckon the best buy outside of
Hottest thing in the
freestanding
marketplace,
homes,
I would
reckon,
say.
at the moment, yeah.
What else have we got on Sunday, Leo?
The last auction that we've got is at 6 at 13 of 15 Pyne Street, Caulfield off Hawthorn Road. Those 1960s villas, I think, also great buying investment opportunity and first home buyers. Like small homes, I like to call them, the single level villas.
They are.
This one here, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, tastefully been updated in time, should go well as well in a great pocket of Caulfield.
And I think from a price point of view, they're suggesting that that will be 6 plus. And I remember probably around the time that we started our real estate career, those were selling for $250.
I really wish we bought more. Imagine having a few of those in your portfolio.
So, you know, just goes to show if you're an investor, the capital growth in that marketplace has just crept up year on year, so you can't go wrong with that. So that's some of the offerings, but I think it would be really remiss of us not to talk about where we are, Leo. This house is absolutely superb. Tell us about the address of where we are.
3 Hertford Street, St Kilda East. Fabulous location right in the heart of East St Kilda. Fabulous pocket here off Lansdowne Road, and a beautiful facade. What does Philip usually call it?
Picture postcard perfect facade, I think the words that he uses, but Philip's not here, and so let's not use those daggy old cliched real estate connotations, because this is just drop dead gorgeous. From the moment you step inside this beautiful gated home, you open the front door, which has got this really ornate period style glass. You come inside to this kind of almost perfectly renovated oasis with this beautiful whitewashed floors.
It's just got a great feel to
Beautiful
it. You know,
home.
upon entry here, as Jeremy said, with that whitewashed floors, it's spectacular. And the floor plan here is really, it's amazing. It's just got a really good feel and it flows really nicely. And even the vendors, like, they've just updated this place in the most spectacular way. 3 to 4 bedroom accommodation, 2 bathrooms, top pocket of St Kilda East, and the demand for homes here, they don't often come up at this price point. And price, Jeremy, what we're looking here?
I think we're suggesting that this will be north of 1.9, and I got to tell you, this is a superb family home on a good sized block in a location that really is hard to beat. You've got the cafe culture that Melbourne's famous for, just a short walk away, and congratulations really have got to go to the vendors here who have made this house absolutely superb. I love it. Even if you're not in the market to buy, you should come and have a look at this house because it is superb. Go to auction on Sunday at 12:30 p.m.
Sunday the 17th of July at 12:30 p.m. Be there. Should be a good one.
Correct. So this has been Leo and Jeremy for GPTV. It is an unusual one. We are off the interchange bench.
And it's not the wonder years, as we said before.
We haven't gone back in time.
It's not back in time.
I'm not Philip's son, for those that have
I'm not
asked the
Jeremy's
questions.
son, even though Gary's son does work with our agency.
But you said Jeremy's son, so how could you be...
Gary's son, I should say.
Yeah.
You must be rubbing off next to
you.
you.
You might be getting a little bit old yourself. You might be getting a bit forgetful. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully next week we'll have some new guests on the show. No more live via satellite with Gary, because hopefully he'll be back by then. So our crappy little satellite dishes can be stored away until next year when he goes on another fact-finding mission. Thanks for watching GPTV. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.